What's happening, everybody? Shelton J, Kreg H. Stewart of Disorderly Conduct, ENT, LLC, and all we're trying to do for you guys on this Wednesday is help you get over that HUMP.
Oh, thanks a lot. I'm all out.
HUMP. Can you dig it? Welcome to another episode of Getting Over the Hump. Kreg H. Stewart, what's happening, my brother?
My brother, blessed to be here, blessed on this good Wednesday. Not only are we trying to get over the hump, we are just trying to get the ground without the Thanksgiving. That's the truth. That is the truth. I'm just feeling good about it. I'm happy this week. Another great week for me, man. I can't complain. Just blessed to be here doing another number 10. Episode number 10.
Yeah.
10 episodes of the show, man. How you feel about the 10 episodes, real talk?
Oh, I feel groovy. Oh, man. I feel like celebrating, man. I'm going to pop the top of my water right now. You dig? I feel groovy, man. I mean, everything is everything, man. You just keep pushing, keep moving, keep going, man. Things will happen, so it's just content, man. You talking about being the king of content. I mean, I'm hanging with the king of content, so it's all good. We're creating content. Can you dig it?
The king of content, man. Disorderly Conduct is in the building. One half. Make sure follow the podcast on Facebook, iTunes, Google Play, SoundCloud. Listen, if you ain't looking, you're not trying. That's Disorderly Conduct Entertainment. I am everywhere. I'm trying to bring this positivity to every state, man. I got this Speak Life movement that I got going on, Shelton, where, man, if you're not speaking positivity, I don't want to hear from you. Like, leave me alone.
Right,
all I'm dealing with is positive people with positive energy who are speaking life into people, who are speaking life into their business, speaking life into just their life in general. Just being happy, man, with what you got right now and making sure you're putting in that work to have some more and be a better you every day. That's really cool.
Speak life, man. I just made a little comment on the chat room on that one, man. Speak life. If anyone's listening live, man, all the listeners live, go on and just respond to that comment right there. Speak life. What do you think about that? The man just said, speak life. What does that mean to you? Speak life, because I think sometimes we hear those statements, but we don't necessarily know what those things mean. What does that mean to speak life, man? So in your humble opinion, Mr. Kreg H. Stewart of Disorderly Conduct, ENT, LLC, what does that mean to you, my brother? What is speaking life? Break it down to the people that may not know what this speak life thing is you're talking about.
Speak life. First of all, the shirts are coming. I've already got the shirts coming. Be on the lookout for the Speak Life shirt. You can get one every size. They come. But Speak Life for me means basically it's instead of always waking up negative, talking negative, spewing negative thoughts out into the universe, try waking up with a positive attitude. Just being positive about waking up. Speaking life into your day, like speaking life into your existence instead of, we got so much negativity, y'all, that can weigh us down each and every day. Why spend so much time focused on that instead of putting that energy and that effort that you got into speaking life? Just being you, just being positive, being special, trying to be great. Speak life into your kids. Speak life into your children. Give them encouragement. Give them, when they're doing something bad, try not to give. Just speak life into them. It's hard for me sometimes.
Right.
Life into your kids. For me, it's just a movement that I'm trying to start with this Speak Life and making sure that everybody that I come in contact with, everybody that I see, that I'm taking the time to express myself or just say, hey, how you doing? Maybe they might not speak back, but for me, it's not even about them. I'm doing it for me. I'm doing it because I'm a positive guy. I want to smile. I've been smiling more. I'm introducing myself to white people. I don't even know, man. I'm just going. I'm all out. I'm all in.
Hold on, man. Hold on, bro. Hold on. So that was your gauge right there of I've come a long way in this. Look, man, I'm speaking to white people. Bruh, I've come a long way.
I came a long way now, bro. I'm out here just. It's that serious to me. It's like, maybe if I speak to that one white person today, it might change their opinion of, maybe they might have an opinion about black people that they don't even know or say in some way. And me speaking to them might change their opinion. For me, I'm speaking life into this white person that may not have ever had a conversation with a brother before, sat down with a brother, just talk to him casually because of what they saw on TV or that image that people put out. And for me, it's just, whenever I run into somebody or I see somebody or a brother, even a brother or anybody, I'm just trying to smile, speak life, be a positive guy. And I'm not saying that it's easy because it's hard. It's definitely hard. But the benefits for me is I got control over my emotions. I have control over the energy that I give and that I put out into this world and this universe. And I feel like that's most important because there's so much other shit that can. I'm sorry, this is not an explicit episode.
Hey,
it's so much other There's so much other stuff, man, that holds us back. But being able to have control over your emotions and what you think and how you feel and who controls that, and that's you. And that's all that I'm on, and that's it. That's the whole Speak Life movement. That's really it.
That's solid, though, man. I mean, that's important to you, though. And if nothing else, man, if no one else responds to the Speak Life movement, man, that's going to help you, though, because you made a decision. You made a decision that I'm going to do something different with this time that I have. You know, how we define time or whatever. But I'm going to do something different with these moments that I've been given. And that's, like I said, it's going to add value to you and the people that's around you, man. No matter what the level of response may be, that's going to just benefit, man, in so many ways, my brother. And I'm proud of you, man, for even thinking that a particular way and not being so selfish with life. You know, selfish with your circumstances, to where you just don't even move beyond those circumstances. You know, I was a big man. I didn't want to lose weight. I used to do this. I used to do that. You know what I mean? And you haven't had, you know, and it's not like you hadn't had setbacks even after that, but you still have a made up mind. I want to give back. I want to be positive. I want to be encouragement. I want to be that light. I want to be that change that I wish to see out there. And it starts with you. You know, Michael Jackson said it best, man in the mirror, right? It starts with you. So that I commend you, brother, you know, for not waiting till you older, you know, and bitter with life, right? And life just punches you in your face before you realize these are the choices that you have to make a better life for yourself as you get older. So, I mean, that's what's up, man. That's what's up. That's what's up. Solid, my brother. Solid.
I feel like, man, I'm 27 years old, and I feel like, man, I don't work the crap out of myself since I was 16, 17, just working fast food, working at warehouses, working temporary jobs in companies, and just going through life trying to I guess, find my purpose or find my happiness. And I just realized, man, I'm not going to find that within working for somebody else. That's just the truth. I'm not going to find it being somebody else's concubine to life and making them money, because it's just not in me to just be that guy. And I feel that. I know that in my heart. So I believe that. And I know that one day I'm not going to have this job. I'm going to be able to fire their ass, and I'm going to be good to go with my life and what I want. And I truly believe that, so I'm going to stick to that. And like I said, I'm going to speak life into that, and make that happen. Just, I have no other choice. I can't go back to the guy that I used to be. There's no going back for me. Right. It's like, literally, I can't do it. If I did that, that's death. That's a death sentence. Like, I can't do that. So, me, on this movement that I'm on now, I have no choice but to be this guy that I am. There's no other option.
Yeah. And that's a made-up mind, though, man. I mean, you made up your mind that failure's not an option. We did a show about that one last night. Y'all check that one out if you didn't. Straight from the streets. Can you dig it? Anyway, we talked about, man, failure is not an option. You didn't quit. You didn't quit on yourself. You in that path that was set with the hard work, with the hard labor. Now it's like, you know what you don't want. Right? You know what energy, you know what you don't want to put energy into. So again, bro, before you're even 30 years old, man, you have that realization through life. So you've looked at it. You haven't just looked at it angrily or bitter. You've become better from those circumstances and situations, man. And that's going to just continue to add value to you and then everybody you touch. And I'll say that again, though, man. That's the whole important piece about adding value and learning from those lessons. People will benefit from you learning from those lessons. Because see, imagine if you bitter and grumpy and all upset and angry and still right where you were in 2013, 2014, 2015, 2016, 2017, almost 28. Same argument, same conversation, same rah, rah, rah. No one's listening to that. No one's paying attention to you. That's just noise. That is just noise because you unproductive. The only thing you productive about is complaining about the life that you unproductive about living. Can you dig it? So we have to be productive about not just our conversation. Our actions have to match up to what we're saying. And it does take this work. It does take effort. But also if you believe and understand and know that you're worth it, then you're going to put in the work and the effort because don't you believe you are a great investment? You started investing in yourself and realized the returns that you can get when investing in yourself.
Yeah. And that's the truth. Just investing in yourself, investing that time and that energy and doing what you love, even if it's just you doing it by yourself right now. I mean, just doing something extra will put you above and beyond everybody else in the first place because everybody else is depending on the system to work for them. So you stepping out of that norm and trying to be different and get uncomfortable and be something great is already a step in the right direction. You just got to keep that focus and keep the drive going. And I swear I'm talking to myself too, because I feel these words when I say them because I mean them. It's like when it get hard. The one thing that I do is when I get hard and I'm frustrated and everything that's going on in life, I try to remember why I started the whole podcast. I try to remember get back to the simple stuff because sometimes, no, it's not sometimes, it's all the time. I know that I like to overcomplicate things with life and my podcast and trying to balance everything. So sometimes I got to take a deep breath and sit back and be like, hey, guy, you got to balance. You got to get back to simple. What were you doing to get you to this point where you at now? And remember why you started. And those are the days that I go the hardest. And those are the days that I invest the most time. Or when I do invest my time, I make sure that my 30 minutes or my 10 minutes is maximized with as much as I can do with what I got going on. So if you're frustrated, like I said, just take some time and take a deep breath. Sit back and remember why you started. Write down the things, the dreams, and the goals that you had, and see if you can get back on that path to those goals and those dreams, and just keep going. Because the more that you do every day, the consistency in your actions that you take every day is everything. It's everything.
Absolutely everything. It's absolutely. See, the Creator, man, has already laid the purpose out for us, right? The purpose is already laid out. We just have to follow the plan. The purpose is already laid out. When we were born, everyone was born with a destination in life. Everyone was born with one. Everyone. We all just spirits walking around having this human experience, right? All spirits walking around in flesh having a human experience, right? So once you understand that and know that, right, you just got to follow the plan. You just got to follow the plan that's laid out. You ever, okay, Christmas time is coming up and people are going to be overspending and buying different little stuff and all that. I advise you guys not to do that. But again, that's just a lender in me. All right. But anyway, you're going to have instructions on these bikes, putting together different equipments or bikes or entertainment centers, whatever you decide to do, right? There's plans laid out, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. If you do these things, these are the results you're going to have if you just follow these steps. Now, sometimes do we always follow the instructions? We may have a leftover screw here, a leftover bolt here, and we figure it's going to be all right. Now, it may sit there. It may be stable, but it won't perform to the maximum ability that it's supposed to perform to because we didn't follow the directions that was laid out. The path, the plan. Don't get off the plan. Don't get off the path. It's already laid out. The instructions are already there. You just have to follow the plan. Don't rely on yourself and on your thinking because